My one big thing for the Carolina Panthers is, did they do enough to help Bryce Young? And I think the answer might be yes. Look, they realized they put him in a bad position last year. Bryce Young did not play well, but how much of that was him? How much of that was just the situation surrounding him? So they did some work this offseason. Paid a lot of money in 2 starting guards, Robert Hunt, Damian Lewis. That really helps the interior of the line, which helps when you have a short quarterback. The New Orleans Saints did that for years with Drew Brees. They went out, they traded for Deontay Johnson. They went out, and in the draft, you get a running back in Jonathan Brooks. You get Xavier Leggett in the first round, a receiver. Jatavian Sanders, I think, is a really good tight end. And also, you make a hire in Dave Canales, their head coach, who really helped Baker Mayfield last year. Baker Mayfield revived his career, and they have to think that Dave Canales can do something similar for Bryce Young. The Panthers, at this point in the offseason, are the one team whose win total has moved up. They went from 4.5 to 5.5 at BetMGM. And I can kind of understand the reasoning there, saying the Panthers, yes, they were 2 of 15 last year. They were awful, but they've done a lot to help Bryce Young. And now we kind of get to see, is Bryce Young that dude? You traded up for him. You drafted him first overall. You didn't give him a chance in year 1. You really don't know what you have with him. Year 2 should give us better answers because they have put talent around him now.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think the offensive line talent was particularly important too for Carolina. And look, nothing's going to change the fact that Bryce Young is going to be forever judged by what C.J. Stroud does. So if C.J. Stroud continues to just ascend, it only puts more and more pressure on Bryce Young to become a competent starting quarterback as quickly as possible. And I think we just got to remember the revisionist history that's happening right now. There were questions about the size of Bryce, but virtually nothing else was questioned by anybody. So let's see now if they've got the right pieces in place to put around him to make him successful.